What's up, everybody?
What up, everybody?
And welcome back
Damn.
to the next episode of
Don't do that.
Don't Do That.
Right here on 16 TV as well as 16 TV too.
And today is Mad as Hell Monday. And of course, as always, in the United States of fuckery, we have
some fuckery for you.
Something to be mad about. So, let's talk about it.
All right. So, before we get started, we have Spider Legs.
Smoke of the app.
And they are wedding cake flavored. Well, wedding cake. And from House of Dank, you guys can't see it.
Well, you can't see it on the first channel. You can see it on the second.
The
House of Dank. That is the spot.
That is where I go.
Yes. And if you end up at the one on
Northeast Street,
tell them you were sent by 16 TV. And don't do that. And 16 TV too. Oh, and also, before we get started, we are wearing
the lumberjack.
Red Lumberjack. So therefore, make sure you listen to
Lumberjack
from 16 the Icon.
On 16, what was it?
That's on YouTube Music, Amazon Music, everywhere you can stream music, I'm there.
Yeah, you are.
16THEICON.
One platform at a time. Platform at a time.
Now, moving right along to the Trump fuckery.
Oh, God, the Trump fuckery. Here, let me just go ahead. Are you going? Am I going?
I can go first.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. Mine is called If You Vote a President. Oh, no, it's called If You Vote a Clown into Office as President.
Oh, Lord have mercy, guys.
You get a circus. Yeah. So vote a clown into office as the president and you get a circus. Okay. So corruption on the highest level. Paid insurrectionist $1.8 billion as a deposit for an encore of January 6th if the elections don't go his way. This is something that I have not said out loud. That money is paying a militia to do a job. It's saying, hey, you stormed the Capitol before. You had faith in me, guys. You were released. I pardoned all of you. I gave you money. If they say that I don't win the midterms, if it looks like I'm going to go to jail like they're all waiting for, hey, you've already been paid. Cause mayhem. Find a way for me to escape in the diversion. That's what it's saying to me. Race-related crimes, hate crimes have spiked. Not even children are safe. So recently here in Michigan.
What?
Recently here in Michigan, and when I said not even kids are safe from hate crimes, recently here in Michigan, we had a story where a...
Oh, shit. Oh,
yeah, God. That was your cue. That was your cue. That was your cue. Okay, so we had a child that was ridiculously thrown to the ground for absolutely no reason.
If you go to Facebook, Candy Summers, there are two videos. The first video that comes down is going to be the part one where it just simply shows what the child was doing. The child was being a fucking 4-year-old. Second video proceeds to show you that this trash ass, poor white trash man thought it was okay to fling a 4-year-old to the ground. And the two women that were there did fucking nothing for that child.
And this type of stuff, this type of stuff happens all the time. As we had another story, and this story is hot on social media as well, where a nonverbal child was going to school. And they were saying that the child was acting out and he was going in the sensory room, which is a room that the kids go in when they are upset and agitated. And so the mother got slick And she put a microphone in her baby's braids and found out that they were abusing her nonverbal child. And on top of it, calling him the N-word while they were doing it. As I said, race-related hate crimes have spiked and not even children are safe.
And that story about here in Lansing, Michigan is actually right there on the page too.
Back to the 60s. Let's do the time warp again. Back to the 60s. Let's do the time warp again. Oh, so now we are at Archie's, whatever that place, Arnold's. We're at Arnold's on fucking Happy Days now. Back to the bridge in Montgomery, Alabama.
The goddamn shame.
Back to the fucking 60s.
For voting rights again.
Again?
For
only 61 years later.
It's like it's like you guys have a hard time to understand that you think a white person does not represent a black person. I don't care what you think.
Voting Rights Act gutted. Attack on DEI and equal rights. Wave of racist streamers who intentionally target black people. Lynchings have been more recent and frequent. And overt racism is back. In a bigger way.
I mean, has it really ever?
It's everyone has said that from what we had to what we have now, this is definitely mask off.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely.
That's all we're saying. Right now, it is completely fucking mask off. It's not that it ever went anywhere. I didn't say that. I said that overt, in your face, fuck you, you nigger. That shit is back. That's what I'm saying. Even religion can't get a break. Trump said himself, I'm not a Christian. But he'll confuse the shit out of the rest of us, won't he? Christian nationalism is a plague on the fucking earth. And I'll tell you why.
The government fucking plague.
When it comes carrying a cross and a Bible wrapped in the American flag, they said church and state were not supposed to be together. Now they are fucking jointed at the hip. They're on their honeymoon. They got 2 kids and a fucking dog. Christian nationalism. He tells you right to your fucking face. I'm not a Christian. All my beautiful Christians. I'm not a Christian. What is he?
He's the fucking devil.
What does he believe in?
The devil.
Has he told you what religion he is? He told you he's not a Christian. But he's leading you where?
The devil.
In the interests of white supremacy, we're going to just, like I said, carry across a Bible, a shotgun, and wrap ourselves in the American flag. Much like, shout out to the boys because they did a great job on just making fun out of the whole fucking situation that we're going through right now. Because he's trying to convince you that he's God. He's trying to convince you that he's the second coming. Sound like Homelander?
Sure to me.
The Church of yeah, that sounds like the
Church
Erica Kirk.
The Democratic
Church of
America.
Yeah, sounds like sounds like whatever that shit is Erica Kirk is running. Whatever. So where are the files? Where are the pages with Trump involved? I don't give a fuck about the rest of the files. I want to, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. And I know that my apologies to the victims. I want all that shit redacted. Every fucking thing. Yeah. Everybody's fucking name. Victims and all. Fuck it.
Ladies.
Fuck it.
Possibly gentlemen.
That's the only way the truth is going to come out.
Get the fucking truth.
Period.
You know this.
Period.
You know this.
You already a victim anyway. Let your name be whoever. Let your name be out there. Survivor. Let your name flow. so that you
Absolutely.
can get his
Get your fucking
ass.
story out there. Get it out there.
You got it. You're going to have to come on. You're going to have to come on.
It's the only fucking way, you guys. I'm sorry.
Why hasn't Trump made it his mission to debunk all the claims in the files?
No, you got Todd Blanche out here instead telling them we don't need to be worrying about it.
Any person on the planet, and this includes you lying ass Trump supporters. If somebody was telling you over and over again that you did something that you knew goddamn well you didn't do, tell me you wouldn't move heaven and earth and a couple other people to make sure that shit was right.
You would, you fucking liars.
You would. Don't fucking lie.
Fact.
So why isn't Donnie doing the same thing? He's the president. He's the most powerful man on the planet. Make it happen. Prove it.
Facts.
Unredact all that shit. Quit fucking playing games. How is all the evidence pointing at him and he's still free? That's the $34 billion fucking question right there.
No, he's not exonerated.
That's a question for the Democrats, the Republicans, and everybody fucking listening from here to Timbuk goddamn too. Why the fuck is he still on the other side of some fucking bars? If anybody else on the planet was accused of what he's accused of, they would be locked up or at least being investigated.
Facts. Hard.
No investigations pending?
Be no president right now.
No investigations pending?
You guys
what the fuck is going on?
Literally had Bill fucking Clinton.
Y'all had him
impeached
because he got his dick sucked.
That's it. He wasn't out here touching on little kids.
He wasn't chopping them up, eating them. He wasn't doing none of that shit. Okay. And in conclusion, so I can smoke the joint, he broke every promise that people who voted for him cared about. And I'm pausing for dramatic effect. No new wars. Iran, Venezuela, Cuba. How's about Ukraine? The war he was gonna stop on week 1. It's still going. I Googled it right before we started fucking taping. Okay. Release the files. Just talked about that. Oh yeah, he released the files. He's hiding a bunch of shit that pertains to him though. And they fucking admitted as much.
Mm-hmm. His name is in there more times than fucking God and Jesus Christ is named in the Bible.
Freedom of speech. Remember he was talking all that freedom of speech shit before he got elected? Stephen Colbert, anyone? Jimmy Kimmel, anyone?
The news?
Hello?
In general?
Yeah, anyone that says anything contrary to him at all?
Seems like YouTube's literally the only one who has not changed up their rules, and they've stayed pretty simple.
I'm glad she said that because I can say it on. I can definitely say it.
Jerk off, basically, is what they're saying. Don't go full fuck face.
I can definitely say it on this app because she brought up a very good point. One of these apps is doing its own thing. Now it's time to say its name.
TikTok
is completely fucking different since the Ellisons took over. If you say anything way, too hot for Donnie, oh, it'll get flagged. Oh, your views will be minimized.
Mm-hmm.
Trust and believe they're on that shit.
Facts. All right, like to join up for yourself. Now, All White Town gets sued. The All White Town is getting sued.
Oh, good.
You guys.
Because it's discrimination.
It's getting sued. So some of you guys know there's a group building an all whites only housing community in the Ozark Mountain areas of Arkansas.
They're always trying to exclude people.
Oh, no. Well, guys, these folks are being sued for its violations of fair housing laws. Now, the founders of Return to the Land said if you are not white and are gay or bi, or if you have any parts in that community, then you are not allowed to live there. Now, as of last summer, they had about 40 members in the community. Co-founder of this cult is Eric Orwell. And he stated this: seeing someone who doesn't present as white might lead us to, among other things, not admit that person.
What are the amongst other things? Ain't that a bitch?
Now, y'all, they have their very first lawsuit. Let's give them a round of applause. Michelle Walker is the person who filed the complaint in the Eastern District of Arkansas.
Start playing they bullshit ass games.
So far, this is the first and only case that is known as of now. Now, according to the complaint, Walker intended on purchasing land in the community last year, filled out the application, which this app asked about her ancestry and religion. Walker's lawsuit alleges that return to the land denied her based on her religion, ancestry, and the race of her family members, which are incompatible with their goal of establishing an all-white community.
I'm down with that.
Now, this, however, constitutes blatant and brazen violations of long-standing federal and state fair housing laws.
Oh, yeah.
Walker is seeking to stop their discriminatory housing practices, and her attorneys are Relman Colfax PLLC and the AACP Legal Defense Fund and Legal Aid of Arkansas.
Let's do
now,
it.
Miss Walker is of Jewish ancestry and is married to a black man. So
like
yes, their children
like
obviously indeed are mixed, right?
I love it. I love it.
Reed Colfax
The
stated
melting pot.
Miss Walker has been deprived of her housing and civil rights, including the right to purchase land and build housing. Lee Richardson, the executive director of Legal Aid of Arkansas, stated this: a whites-only community is illegal, discriminatory, and unacceptable. Now, so far public records don't list an attorney for return to the land. Orwell did state this to the New York Times. It's not something we hadn't anticipated. This is going to be a competition between our right to freely associate and the civil rights laws, which seem contradictory to our claims.
I love it.
He also let it be known that they will indeed win this battle, citing the First Amendment and the right to free association. Ladies and gentlemen, I typed this into Google. You can as well.
The Google
it
card.
simply says, tell me how the First Amendment right and the right to free association gives return to the land the right to discriminate against people purchasing land or living in the community. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what they had said. The First Amendment right to free association does not give private organizations the legal right to discriminate in land sales or residency based on protected characteristics. Understanding freedom of association. The First Amendment protects the right to associate for expressive purposes such as political, religious, and ideological advocacy, and intimate association. Intimate association. Close personal relationships, in case you guys don't know what that is. Without undue government interference. Supreme Court cases like AANCP versus Alabama, 1958, and Hurley versus Irish American Gay, Lesbian, and Bisexual Group of Boston in 1995 recognize that groups can control their membership to preserve their expressive message or intimate relationships. These protections primarily prevent government compulsion to include members or disclose membership lists, not private discrimination or in commercial or residential contexts. Key word is not private discrimination in commercial or residential contexts.
And you know what? I'm here for this.
Limits of associational rights. While expressive association allows groups to exclude individuals if inclusion would alter the group's message, this protection is narrow and context specific. Courts have consistently held that freedom of association does not override anti-discrimination laws. For example, housing and land sales are governed by federal and state laws, such as the Fair Housing Act, which prohibits discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, family status, and or disability. Private organizations cannot. claim First Amendment protection to justify racial or other protected class exclusion in housing or community membership because such exclusion is considered commercial or residential discrimination, not expressive activity. Why return to the land cannot use the First Amendment to discriminate. Even if a community frames itself as an expressive association, courts would examine whether the exclusion is truly necessary to preserve the group's expressive message. Simply preferring certain buyers or residents based on race, religion, or other protective characteristics does not qualify as expressive association. Therefore, any attempt to use the First Amendment to justify discriminatory land sales would likely fail in court. Key takeaway: the First Amendment protects freedom of association against government interference, but it does not provide a blanket right to discriminate in housing or land transactions. Anti-discrimination laws take precedence in commercial and residential contexts, and private organizations like Return to the Land cannot legally exclude people based on protected characteristics under the guise of expressive or intimate association. Now fuck off and
Now,
stop.
that was a long-winded way of saying, you know what? I'm here for this. Let's play their games. Like the doctor that sued the Find a Black Doctor, the white doctor that sued Find a Black Doctor because it was discriminatory. They can't have no white towns. At first, we was like, whatever, y'all want to have y'all white towns, but no. Now you can't do it. Now it's a game. Now it's it's Petty Jackson.
Facts.
It's Petty Kruger in this motherfucker.
Facts.
Y'all want to be petty? We're gonna be petty. All that I want a white town, I want to walk. No, because it's discriminatory.
Facts.
Just like we can't have Find a Black Doctor, you can't have an entire white town.
Facts.
You gotta be around us. We don't even really want your racist ass around us. But you know what? Now you gotta be. Now you gotta be. Walk amongst everyone else. You can't have your own. You can't be privileged enough to have your own town and walk around with a whole bunch of other racists that's racist just like you, not washing your legs and putting motherfucking raisins and fucking potato salad and shit all over the place.
Why?
Don't make no
are
damn
you putting
sense.
Raisins in the potato
Dogs
salad?
little dogs all in the grocery stores and shit.
Right.
Just ridiculous.
And
Just ridiculous. No more. No more. No more.
So, last one.
You did it to yourself.
Last one, and that'll be it. So this is indirect towards Todd Blanche discussing the weaponization fund briefing, the anti-weaponization slush fund bullshit. It states they were pissed. Republican lawmakers were screaming at Todd Blanche during anti-weaponization fund briefing. Not all of them are on board with this, you guys. So, Republican senators let loose behind closed doors as Attorney General Todd Blanche tried to defend the Trump administration's $1.8 million terrorism fund.
Bullshit.
Terrorism fund. Ted Cruz said it was one of the roughest meetings he's been in since he's been in Congress.
It should have been.
He states this: fiery does not begin to cut it. My guess is there's probably 45 senators in the room. At least half of them were blasting the Attorney General.
They should have been.
And they were pissed.
Yeah.
The fund was announced on Monday, May 18th, after Trump decided to drop his $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS. Because, as we know, he is going after himself if he did that. Cruz also stated this: there were multiple senators yelling at the Attorney General saying this feels like self-dealing.
It is!
I got to tell you, the Republican senators were pissed. People were pissed the entire meeting.
They weren't pissed enough. They were
screaming at the acting Attorney General, and he was trying to lay out the legal basis. The legal basis is quite sound. Fuck you, Ted. Cruz feels as if the Senate Republicans were on the verge of rebelling over the proposal. Now, if they moved forward on May 21st on Thursday night with a planned series of votes on the ICE and Border Patrol Fund package, roughly half of the Republican caucus was prepared indeed to join Democrats in supporting amendments to restrict the fund. He warned them of the degree of jailbreak and Republicans who were bolting and are saying we're going to vote with the Democrats. He warned there is indeed going to be a showdown when lawmakers do return to Washington if changes are not made to modify the fund. In his own words, Cruz stated this: if the administration doesn't fix this, they've got a full revolt in the Senate. Senator Bill Cassidy stated this: the White House put themselves in a bad spot. It wasn't Congress that did that. Congress has had no input. Might be part of the problem. Senator Tom Tillis, Republican, North Carolina, stated it was a payout pot for punks and pointing to the possibility that people convicted in connection with the January 6th Capitol terrorist attack could receive it. Now, little did Prick Donnie $2 to keep the girls quiet stated this: I could have settled my case for an absolute fortune. Instead, I am helping others who were so badly abused. The Senate is scheduled.
That's a dog whistle for the militia.
The Senate is scheduled to return June 1st, which is the same day Trump has said he wants to sign the ICE and Border Patrol funding bill into law. As my husband has stated, in layman's terms, him stating that he did this because he wanted to help people. He wanted to make sure they were good because their lives were destroyed because they committed a terrorist attack. What they did on that Capitol lawn was a terrorist attack. You can argue with me up and down if you want, but I'm going to sit there and tell you to go argue with your mama, and if she's dead, bitch, go to her grave and pray. Because I'm not the 1, 2, 3, or the fucking 4. And you can add 5, 6, 7, 8 to the mix if you fucking want to. Those people do not deserve our and your hard-earned tax fucking money. Ladies and gentlemen, then here's our call. Tax fucking exempt, bitch. Fuck
Facts.
you. You ain't getting none of our fucking money then.
Facts.
None of you are getting paid.
You can't lock the entire country up.
What you gonna do? Lock it all up?
So you're trying to tell me that you're gonna go to work and work your ass off and deal with people that you normally wouldn't, or you, if you didn't have to, you wouldn't. And that money's gonna go to people that did some shit you would never fucking do. Rush the Capitol, attack police, all that shit. You're paying for that. You're going to work. You're waking up out of your sleep to the alarm. You're going to work and you're paying for people that attacked police and attacked the Capitol. Smoked weed and drank and rubbed human shit on the walls. Yeah, you're paying for that.
Wait, speaking of that, wait a minute. And you said the police, right? Remember, protect the blue, right? All you out there that's saying, oh, well, protect the blue, right?
What about that?
What about them? The Capitol Police don't
that beat
count.
Them up. You're
the
paying
police
for people
that
put them
died
in the hospital.
Don't count. Oh, but Ashley Babbitt's life mattered.
A couple of those police unalived themselves, PTSD, but
yeah, all right.
Sure, your taxes can pay for the people that did it to them. Sure.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Why
Spit
not?
in the face of the families that are not of the Capitol, the police that are gone.
Mm-hmm.
You're spitting in their face. But go blue, right? Protect the blue, right?
And for all those Trump supporters, keep blowing Don the Con. He likes it.
And Torres, you're trash, bitch. You're fucking trash. You're a traitor to your fucking race. Oh, I wasn't there. No, but you fucking helped fucking conspiracy for it. You fucking tard. You fucking tard. Listen to your elders, bitch, and go sit down. Now, that's all I have.
That's all I got.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. I appreciate you coming out to see us. Now, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and get notified for every time we drop new content. Thank you again for coming out and seeing us. We will see you next time on Wicked Wednesday. Peace.